here and how you're involved.
Okay. Well, it's April the 12th, April the 22nd, 2012, rather, and this is the third annual Blessing of Bicycles. Continues the tradition of blessings that have been going on, especially about bicycles in New York and Seattle and other cities for the last 10, 12 years. And 3 years ago, I decided to bring it to Toronto, organize the first event here at Trinity St-Paul's United Church in Toronto on Bloor Street. Bloor West at just near Spadina, and we decided to do it for like a Earth Day festival, and we also did it again for Bike Week, and this year we're doing it for Earth Day again.
Is the church pretty receptive to it when you asked them about it?
Yeah, they were totally receptive. They came to me with ideas in terms of have come to me with a couple of years with ideas of asking me for ideas for what to do different, how to engage the community. So the first year we did guerrilla gardening, which is still been going on. Like we just took over the plot nearby, and then the second year they wanted a new idea, so well, I'll do a bicycle blessing, and they were totally on board inside. They were very, very supportive, and I mean, they weren't very experienced in terms of promotion and things like that, so I helped out with that and just setting it up. We had local artists make signs. Janet Bike Girl made us stencil art for it. And it was great. The first year we had like 70 people, and they were thrilled. They got lots of media, and the next year there was even more media, and a whole bunch of people showed up again, so here we are for the third year around.
Cool. Have people been pretty receptive, like in general, when you're telling them about bike blessings, or do they...
Well, yeah. I mean, most people are, once they actually go, they really, really like it. A lot of people are really receptive. They like the idea. Talk to all kinds of people, all kinds of ages. I think there is, in this case of this church, a little bit less of a stigma in terms of religion, and we try to make it very safe that it's non-denominational. Everyone's welcome, and it's not about heavy religion, it's that kind of thing. It's more about just somebody wishing you well on your ride, through the city. And in a place like Toronto, you sure need it. So.
Mm-hmm. What's the number one complaint by people when they're riding?
Number one complaint is that it's not safe. That there's no safe passage across the city. And another complaint when people talk to me about it all the time, people want to tell me stories because I do a lot of biking stuff around town, is that a lot of people complain to me about how aggressive drivers are, how many attitudes they're facing from, how bad attitudes they're facing from other people, and their peers, their parents, their colleagues in terms of cycling. There's a lot of stereotypes which are not true, or how cycling is so unsafe. And in the end, it's really just the cars that make it unsafe. Cycling on its own is one of the safest mode of transportation out there, probably the safest.
So it sounds like it's the other people out there that need blessings and not the bicycles.
Yes, they need it too, but in this case, because Toronto is so aggressively, Toronto loves cycling, but it just hates cyclists. So everyone.
I heard someone say that Toronto
likes cycling. They just hate cyclists.
Interesting.
Everyone loves to look at a bike and see it in the shop window. But when the bike riding in front of you and you're a car driver, a lot of people don't like that. And suddenly you're in the way. So that attitude is pretty clear out there. It's in the design, the way the streets are designed. It's in the attitude in the media. It's in the attitude of your workers and co-workers and whoever else. A lot of people love bikes, but they don't really want to, see you ride a bike. So necessarily they always want to say, hey, how can you ride all winter? How can you go that far? Aren't you going to get sweaty? What about your work clothes? And that's all just other ways of saying don't ride a bike. Better make sure you wear a bike helmet, or don't want to see you on the streets. So what we're trying to do with this blessing is we want to just emphasize the positive and give thanks to people that were riding bikes and wish them well, and given the incredible contribution that cyclists are making to the city every day, how it's saving the city millions and millions of dollars in terms of infrastructure and whatever else you want to. Cycling is so amazing for the city that we wanted to say hi, thanks for biking and bless you.
What are some of the positive experiences cyclists have when they're riding?
Oh, there's incredible positives. I mean, it's incredible for your health, for your mental attitude, for your psyche. It's incredibly inspiring. People have the best ideas. Like Einstein thought of the theory of relativity when he rode his bike. There's a great camaraderie amongst cyclists. People fall in love when they see other people on bikes. People look great when they ride their bike. Those asses look awesome in the street when you see them go by. Girls look fantastic. So, especially girls. So, yeah, I mean, hey, there's a million great things about biking that people love, and it just seems the one aspect that's really preventing people from getting on the road is safety. So here we are, just wishing people well, and keep doing what they're doing. Hey, keep on riding.
So you did a lot of work to get this all together, didn't you?
It's a lot of work. The church has limited resources. And sometimes I like to be a bit sort of the incubator who comes up with ideas, sort of Dave Meslin style maybe. But I have to realize myself that once you start a project and you show initiative, a lot of times you have to keep it going, otherwise it tends to fall apart. Because there aren't always the people there that want to take it on and continue it. Sometimes they are. But in this case, it's a lot of work getting it off the ground. It's just to get most of it is getting the word out to people. Despite social media, it is a lot of work getting it, spreading the word, making sure that people show up, and reminding people when it is. On the day of, it's a bit of setup, but once it gets better as you do it more often. So.
One final question for you. You know that it's coming.
What?
Birkenstocks. What happened to them?
Oh man, I know. I'm wearing shoes with socks. It's disgusting. If you want, I can put my Birkenstocks on now. They're in my box office here. You know where I work.
Oh no, it's all right.
Is that okay? You really want to see my feet that badly?
No, I didn't want to see your feet. I just haven't seen you in Birkenstocks.
But I have to honestly say I've toured on Birkenstocks, for thousands of kilometers, and it's definitely the Birkenstocks are definitely the best way to tour on a bicycle. It's fantastic.
All right, thank you.
Okay, is that good?
Yep.
All right, sure.
Personality.
Yeah, I would miss this one if it were no more. It's been with me for over 12 years now. And it's got, I've got the right seat, and I've got it all set up, so that the lock doesn't fall out. And unfortunately, I've lost the reflector. But it's perfect for me, right? It's my size. It's it's got a place here for a trailer, and it's significant. It's my only form of wheeled transportation, really. So so if someone takes it, then then this would be a huge loss.
Yes.
Like someone's car to them, I guess. But
yes.
Well,
we're going to say a short prayer and then bless you with water and greens. Oh God, we give thanks for this bike, for this particular bike that Anne cherishes. It's perfect for her. It's a partner for her and her only means of wheels. We ask, oh God, that you cherish this bike, and we bless both Anne and her partner as they ride. And now, Anne, receive this blessing. As we bless you with water and greens, may the road rise to meet you. May the wind be ever at your back. May all your journeying be joyous. May you and your bicycle be cherished by God, now and forever. Amen.
Thank you. I feel I'll be much
beautiful.
safer this year.
Good. It's beautiful. It really is perfect for you. Look at this. As a tall woman, I can relate to this.
Look at this. Oh my goodness.
Before you took it out in winter and that?
Yeah, no, my name is Derek Strawn, and I work at University Health Network, and I ride this I've ridden the last winter. So I put snow tires on for the winter and didn't ride in the snow, but it gives you better traction, and it's been very good to actually be able to ride it. I think I've missed 3 days where I had to use the subway all winter long. So we've had a very mild winter, so it's been actually really good to be able to do this, and I'm seeing more and more on the roads.
What kind of snow tires do you put on here?
So these ones, no, they're not studs. What they do is the compound that's made from is a compound that's softer than the tires that would be on this now. So on this I have Pirellis, which are softer for just regular wear, regular winter or regular season, but they're not an all-season tire. The ones for the winter, the compound doesn't freeze, so your tires stay pliable, whereas these ones would freeze in the winter with the cold. These ones don't start to freeze before you hit like minus 35, so you have really good traction on cold roads, whereas the other ones would actually just go rock hard.
How do drivers receive you when you're riding in the winter?
They think I'm kind of crazy, so you have to dress for the cold. That's actually not the hardest part. The hardest part is the treachery on the roads, and it's two tires. You can't ride in snow. Even bikes in the winter is difficult because you don't have the back traction, and where this is back driven, it will spin out. But the rest of the time was fine. When there wasn't snow on the roads, or it was only just a dusting, absolutely fine. So they actually look like the all-terrain vehicles with the big cross-hatched tires. Yeah. They look like that. But lovely. It was great. It was a great winter for riding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, great.
Brilliant. Thanks a lot.
Okay, thank you.
Cheers. Bye-bye.
Bye.
This is my bike, recently, just moments ago, christened Roseline. And this bike is from my husband's mother's mother, Margaret Slade. My husband's grandfather gave it to me. And it has an original license plate from Ottawa.
Oh, cool.
Cool, right? You can take a picture of that maybe later.
Yeah, I have pictures of it already.
Oh, yeah. And the Supercycle company made these bikes for Canadian Tire, and it's one of the original folding bikes. And my bike seat got stolen off of my post, and I had to replace the seat, which I was really sad because it was the original seat. But I went to this really great guy in Kensington Market who has a cycle shop called Red Arrow Cycles, and it's right on Kensington, kind of south by Dundas on the east side of the street. And he's super great, and he found me a seat that almost is identical and is nice and squishy, and he only charged me $5.
$5.
And then someone stole my bike, what is this called? Milk crate off the back of my bike, but I replaced it with this milk crate I've been saving since 9th grade, collecting stickers on it and keeping books and records in it. So it's a pretty special bike.
Milk crates make some of the best carriers.
Totally. Yeah. And then this sticker came from my neighbor. It says Bike Lanes on Bloor. And my neighbor's super really nice. And one time I came home and there was a Ziploc bag with steel wool in it. And it said, steel wool and Coca-Cola will be good for the rust on your bike. And my neighbor's really neighborly and cares about my bikes.
And did he do it for you?
No, he made me do it.
He made you do it. It's a great bike.
Thanks.
All right, thank you.
You're welcome.
Your name?
Yeah, I'm Hamish Wilson.
The famous Hamish Wilson.
Thank you. Or infamous sometimes.
Infamous?
Yeah. What a fascinating type of...
One
yes.
and a half.
Yeah, 1.5. The bottom bike is my friend Pat's bike that I bought from him when he was leaving for Europe, and it's a great bike. Miele, and it needs a bit of help sometimes. We all do. And the top is a trailer bike that I found curbside, and I found a home for it with a little girl out in Scarborough. And she likes pink, so I've painted it pink for her.
You painted it pink?
Yes.
How long did that take you?
It's still a work in process.
Yeah.
A little bit here, a little bit there. You know, over a week, I guess. And there's still more cleaning up to be done. Yeah.
Cool. Thank
Yeah,
you.
no, and the mother has been noting the lack of the removal of the bike lane on Pharmacy, or was it Birchmount? But definitely it's an issue with...
Hey, I was just talking about you.
Thank you. Definitely an issue having the bike lanes removed in Scarborough. Mm-hmm. You know, the ones that were in the bike plan that have just been removed. This is wrong.
I'm with Bike Pirates, do-it-yourself, volunteer-run nonprofit organization for helping people fix their bikes, and when they fix their sole, they could also fix their mechanical body, which is their bicycle. So, yeah, that's what I'm here to do, just to let all cyclists know that there are people out there that are looking out for them, that don't require money, and, yeah. So
you do this as a volunteer?
Oh, yeah. Always a volunteer.
Catherine Marsh, Kathy with a C.
Can you tell me a bit about your bike?
40 years old, it gets me around the town. I use it for working at King and Bay for 27 years at the National Club. And I use this bike, getting a new wheel every now and again, getting checked,
You've had the bike for 40 years?
40 years old, and I bought it on Bathurst Street, but the man has passed away already. His kids are retired already.
Oh, wow.
I don't know the name of the place on Bathurst, just above Moulton or something.
You have a lot of stickers on the bike. What are they for?
Yeah, well, when I go to the Gay Pride Parade or things that are going functions, I pick up a sticker and stick it on.
Oh, so they're just stickers from all your travels?
Yeah, and all wherever I've been, they're kind of, from the rain, they're kind of...
Mm-hmm.
See, the last one I was out with the bike on wheels down to Kensington Market. Okay, I better go. I think this young chap wants to get cracking.
And you were telling me about the peanuts on your bicycle, therefore... You said you had peanuts on your bicycle?
Yeah, that's for the squirrels when I ride around.
Oh, yeah, you feed the squirrels?
Yeah, when I ride around the parks or through the Queen Park or something, where all the where they all are.
Oh, I see. Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
You too. All right, so I just need your names first. And
All right, I'm Hans Van Nee.
I'm Vicky Obedkoff.
can you tell us what happened here today?
Sure, we had members of our congregation and the community and the public come. One person just moved from San Francisco.
Oh, wow.
So this is a lovely way to welcome him, Jay. His name's Jay, and just blessed Alberto and his bike. But the really interesting thing is seeing really different bikes, like they're different personalities. And in some cases, the riders regard them as their partners. One 83-year-old person, Catherine, has been riding the same bike for 40 years. She rides it downtown. Mm-hmm. And some family members have passed on, but the bike stays with her, and they carry on. Yeah. So it's a symbol of mobility and going through transitions.
And we see that part of our mandate, if you will, is to provide affirmation for people on bicycles in the city. Today is Earth Day. We want to support the cyclists and the bicycle movement. It's an ideal way to get around the city, to enhance the the greening of the city, and to celebrate the community of people that get around on two wheels. Yeah. So that's what
the other reason we do it publicly with media is we want to be part of the body politic. You know, we want good bike lanes on Bloor Street. We want good bike lanes in Scarborough. Mm-hmm. You know, we want our public commons to provide safe passage and, sharing our commons with riders, pedestrians, and things. So.
A lot of members of your church, do they ride to?
They do, actually. Yeah. They take the subway, they walk, they ride. It's quite remarkable.
And this is, of course, this particular building houses all kinds of activities all week long, right? So,
I see.
And it's obviously not easy to get here in a car, or there's nowhere to park.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So our clientele, if you will, show up on foot, on bikes, and on the subway.
You'll see the posts outside, and that's another issue. We could use more posts, and we'd like to see more posts around. And
I noticed they were almost full when I got here this morning.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So there's certainly an appetite for biking, and more people would do it if there were places to safely put their bikes. If there were lanes.
Yeah.
But we really admire our people who do it, thick and thin.
Well, it was a great service. And,
thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. What are you with?
It's my own website called Toronto Cranks.
Great.
Oh, good.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah. So I'll put up the pictures. And
yeah, that'd be great.
Yeah.
I'll
send
send us an email. There are emails around there. So.
Oh, perfect. Okay.
It's
good.
Vicky and Hans were the first two there.
Hamish Wilson has his office up here. He works on his bike. He's a bike lane advocate.
Too,
so he runs an office just up there. So, that's a good feeling too.
Yeah, I don't send Hamish emails though because he's a lot of.
Yeah. Okay. Well, you can let us know when it's posted on your website. Okay.
That's good.
He's great.
Thank you very
much.
Thanks
a lot.
Okay. Bye.
Thanks.